We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. The one and only Sergio Martinez. 66 kilos on the button. He's 178 centimeters tall and has a reach of 185. They call him the Marvel, Sergio Martinez. He's the former unified middleweight champion of the world and a future Hall of Famer.
Sensational middleweight champion of the world, Sergio Maravilla Martinez. Fighting out of the blue corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world. Introducing Amir King Khan.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go.
I'm so giddy. All right. So excited. The anticipation is second to none. Let's get it on.
No doubt about it. This was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Catch and shoot. It's all offense all the time. That punch landed. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
Situations like this, Toby, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that hook misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
The flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Every time he touches the body, you can see it affects him. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it.
Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. Disaster averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happens.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. Couldn't land that jab. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. The straight right just misses. Back and forth they go. Straight right just misses. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Martinez in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only up to take him out. But he's ready to go. He's gone already. Mistakes, and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back on the job. Get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on the job.
That right hand's beautiful. And just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little.
You're way better than this guy. You're way better.
Man, you say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the sense of the comeback.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two fighters are made for one another. but it doesn't score. Straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
So close with that uppercut. Caution being thrown to the wind. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. It's hard because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Chance slick. Mr. Circle me, kid.
You getting soft on me?
Just keep him on the other end of that jab, and you get him excited.
Here we go to the fourth round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? They block the jab. Both men step back for just a moment. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Beautiful counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Good counter punching. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Good counter punch. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go out. Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good round back. Take away that confidence. Stop. Weren't loading up, but you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. That's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit. So listen, kid, I need you to go back out there. I need you to...
Time for the 5th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Punch, counter punch. That uppercut doesn't get through. Which fighter will say no mas? They both want a highlight reel knockout. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. Done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he scores. Sergio Martinez is dazed. The Argentine Martinez is down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gut. 1, 2, 3, 4, and one kick.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
And love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
I like that. I'm happy.
Get your mind back on the job. It's a terrible round. Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. He's gone. You're way better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it.
Focus. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
That uppercut does not score. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
Hard to look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Another scoring shot there. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's bombs away. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice counter shot. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice punch. This is a high-octane battle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get this boxing back together.
If guys that get you no free shots, smoke. Just keep them on the other end of that jab.
Breathe when you're stepping around. You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in. Now, it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence away.
Now, here what? Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence.
Round 7, here we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows.
Wise decision to take a knee here and get that mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out. Didn't know what to do and hurt on top of that.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Caught him. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hold that thought? Amir Khan in some real trouble. They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Carries that jab away. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown their shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab doesn't score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Martinez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
You've let him back into the fight. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab slip. Just keep him up. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
There's the bell to start round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And that body shot folds it in like an old T-shirt.
I've got to see that again.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Yo.
Yo.
What's good, bro?
Yeah, man. You got it, brother.
Hey.
Hey, that shit.
I ain't gonna lie.
That shit.
I ain't gonna lie, Amir Khan. Amir Khan is tough up here, bro. I can't even lie.
Bro, yo, it's not even just you, nigga. It's just like, when I'm on live, niggas pick that nigga, yo, I hate fighting that nigga, gang.
I ain't gonna lie, look.
Nah, but Martinez is too, no, you just dis, yo, bro. The way, you wasn't supposed to be able to do this to Martinez, gang. Like, this nigga is OP too, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is crazy. Nah, it ain't just him, though. You got skill, my boy. It ain't just him. You putting that shit together. It ain't just him.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Bro. All I do when I play this shit, bro, all I do is just incorporate how I used to play and fight, like, bro. That's all I really do.
I be trying to do that, too. I know. I'm from that era, too. I know. I'm from the
Yeah,
fight that
bro.
era too, man. I don't know. I be trying to fight like that too, but it's like, nah, but that shit is, you got that shit down packed, man.
Yeah, freaking.
These
I've
niggas
been trying to
tired,
fight
bro. I'm
like
like,
that.
what the fuck? This nigga, like, how did this nigga
Hey,
not? Bro, you just throwing
hey,
endless combinations. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, that shit was crazy.
hey, I ain't
That
gonna
one
lie.
knockdown, that was insane, bro. I'm like, all right, this shit about to end. This nigga just not stopping, bro. I'm like, yo, that shit was wild.
I ain't even gonna lie. It was one dude that was inside that group chat. Dude was talking crazy before the game even started. I'm like, bro, what's wrong with this nigga, bro? And then I went against him. This nigga talking about something he about to report me. He told me I'm cheating or something because he was wondering like how his stamina was going down. I'm like, my nigga, you keep throwing hella punches and I'm punching you in your body. Like this is
Nah,
pretty
you ain't
obvious.
cheating. Ain't no cheating. You boxing, baby.
That's
You
what I'm
boxing.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I just be boxing. This
You
shit be that
boxing.
simple.
You boxing.
Long as you, bro, I ain't gonna lie. When you just box, bro, the
I
shit be
beat you
so
one
simple.
time. I forgot who I had. I beat you. But that shit was hard as hell. I had to.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah,
I
you
got you
caught me,
one
but my
time,
stamina,
but bro,
bro,
that
that's
one
my
time was a
stamina
lot,
work.
cause nigga, you hard to beat, my nigga.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I think I remember you had. I had Sugar Ray. You had someone else.
Yeah, I had fucking somebody. I forgot who the fuck I had.
Yeah, bro. I remember because my stamina was so low. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, it's like,
I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was about to be on some whole shit and start running, but I was like, I ain't gonna do all that.
nah,
I was
that
like,
ain't
I
whole
ain't
shit.
gonna
I
do
gotta
all
cut
that.
the ring off. No, that ain't whole shit, gang. When niggas run
Nah,
for
I
me,
get that.
I know how to cut the ring off, gang. I don't care. Nigga run, okay. You know how to cut the ring off
Yeah,
too,
I
though.
was. Yeah, but when I was just about to do that, and I was like, nah, I said I was gonna fight it out, bro. And then after that, you caught me with that body shot. I was like, yeah, the game over.
Nah, yo, you know how to close, man. Them fucking, yo, when you tired, you know how to fight. Most niggas, yo, bro,
Yeah,
that's
most niggas when
crazy.
they tired, they be
Yeah,
throwing punches, bro.
you know how to fight when you tired, gang. That shit's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, when you be tired, mostly I just rely on my jab. Like my jab starts everything, like every punch that I throw, my jab is gonna be the main thing that start every